Hello. Welcome back to Underrated Movies. Happy New Year. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. And today, I would like to talk to you of another, that's my washing machine in the background. Talk to you of another show that I've watched a couple times, and it's dawned on me that I haven't talked about this before, but now I want to bring it to your attention because it feels like another season for this show could surface, and I think it's an underrated addition to the franchise. It's an anime, and this is Godzilla Singular Point. It's a science fiction anime television series consisting of, I think, just 13 episodes of about a set during, I think, in the year 2030. So a little bit in the future, not too far distant in the future. Really, we're just 5 years away from that, and it deals with an engineer of a sort of an investigation kind of like shot where this you focus on a group of characters. One engineer named Yoon Kawa, who runs this little factory of a robot system known as Jet Jaguar, as you know, the robot Jet Jaguar from the Godzilla franchise. And weird phenomena start to take place within the cities of Tokyo, where um, creatures start to pass from one dimension to this reality and start wreaking havoc. So the team goes around throughout Tokyo to find out what's causing this phenomenon, while he also partners up with a graduate student who has a case study uh, in mysterious signals and paranormal other I wouldn't say paranormal activities, but other weird phenomenon activities that these two kind of partner up to kind of figure out what's going on and how these creatures are adapting into Earth's realm. So it's a unique concept and a very different take of Godzilla. And I'm gonna be upfront and honest with you, for anybody looking for like a heavy focused Godzilla um, property. And really, in reality, most Godzilla movies don't really show Godzilla a whole lot, even though Godzilla's the center point of this. Godzilla's really hardly in the series. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It really focuses on these group of characters and them trying to figure out what's causing this weird phenomenon. You see a bunch of other creatures, mostly recurring small little creatures and different sizes as well. So they're like their weird own new interpretation of or reinterpretation of these Godzilla characters. Like Rodan, he comes in as a weird, more dinosaur look like kind of creature, but more smaller, kind of like a big, I would say a 12-foot bat, maybe even bigger than that. And then you see, was it Rodan? No, not Rodan. There's an yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, no. I mentioned Rodan. There's another creature I forgot. That comes in, and he's kind of. They feel more, I would say, realistically sized, but they're more evolution creatures that has weird powers that could somehow manipulate time and I wouldn't say the universe, but time. So they introduced these weird, unique sci-fi concepts into the series where it's very plot driven. The story can get a little confusing as to why these creatures are there, what's causing this, and how the character is able to figure this out. But it keeps you heavily invested of trying to figure out what's going on in their world and why this is happening. So it's a very procedural, story driven, where there's always something to add on in each episode, and then the action sequences here are very entertaining. It keeps you engaged constantly. Like I said though, however, given that this is a Godzilla show, the character, the monster designs of the characters might turn people off because they are uniquely different compared to other iterations of these monsters, including Godzilla. The design of Godzilla can either make you or break you. Um, so that's something I would encourage people to brace if you haven't seen the series yet. It's like 5 years old now. Like it came out back in 2021. So Godzilla again, his appearance can split people. And again, he's not necessarily the main focus of the series, but he is literally one of the final antagonists. And they keep Godzilla as an antagonist. They don't. He doesn't come in and really rescue anything. They keep Godzilla as a force to be reckoned with, a bad guy, an antagonist in this, and that's kind of refreshing to see. But it's like he's like one of the bigger bad bosses that these characters face towards the end of the series. There is a little complaint I do have with the series that I think it does wrap up too fast, and it kind of like shoehorns, like literally like an epilogue of the last 5 minutes, and that's something I've noticed with certain animes where they have this good concept of a series, but then they try to wrap it up extremely fast, and that's a problem I had with this series where it was engaging, then they just quickly wrap it up. Uh, it didn't feel like it pacing wise where it was getting really intense and engaging, and then the series wraps up like literally within 5 minutes or less. It to me that was a letdown how this wraps up. It does feel like an end, but it also feels like they did leave the series open for a potential second season. It's been 5 years, so I don't know if that's going to be likely at this point. But I would say the heart of the story is really the characters and their their use of the Jet Jaguar robot, which is a very new design, a very robotic, weird design of how this character looks in this. Like I said, the character designs in this series can turn people off a bit, I think, because it's different. It's a different, risky look of these monsters, but I really dug this series. In fact, I liked it quite a bit more than quite a few of the Godzilla movies that come out since since the franchise first started in 1954. I was taken aback by it. This is actually probably my third time watching the series as a whole, so it's very engaging. That's what I would say. Uh, like I said, um, be wary of the designs, but other than that, I really had a great time with this. I liked this a lot better than was it the 3 part other Godzilla movie that's currently on Netflix that's been out for a while now. Godzilla Singular Point. Have you seen this series? Comment below. Let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated Netflix anime.